Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Please excuse the headwear, I'm having real issues with baby hair. They are growing through and they're about this long now, so they're all sticking up. You can probably see it all around my head. It's driving me insane. And these headbands are one of the only things that kind of looks acceptable, so you'll see me wearing quite a few of these. So I decided today that I would do the mum tag, mainly because it's now Wednesday and I upload on a Friday, so I'm slightly panicking about the time I've got to film and edit and upload this. So I thought this would be a nice quick one, quite a fun one to do, and hopefully it'll give you a little bit of insight into who I am and what I'm like as a mum, I suppose. Okay, let's get into it. So question 1, are you a stay-at-home mum or a working mum, and would you have it any other way? So I have been lucky enough to have a year's maternity and I'm now back as a working mum. If you don't watch my vlogs you might not know, I'm actually a teacher, so I've gone back to work 3 days a week initially, but I will be down to 2 days a week, purely because there just wasn't the time available. They couldn't give me 3 days of work, so I'm quite happy with that as a balance. I'm not sure if I'm one of those people that could stay at home full time. I've loved it for maternity leave, but I knew that there was an end coming. I knew that I needed to make the most of it. It's been nice to have a social life again, but I think I'm going to quite enjoy the balance, and actually I quite like that Alex is going to nursery and he's seeing my mum 1 day a week. I think that's good for him to have a bit of time away from me, and then it's not going to be so scary for him later on when he's older. I'm hoping. I think it's a good thing. Question 2, do you co-sleep? Yes, we very much co-sleep. Now, I believe co-sleeping is sleeping in the same room, so we did that up until 6 months. We had a snooze pod crib. Actually it was just there on my side of the bed. We had a snooze pod crib which I adored, and Alex was in that for the majority of the time. I say majority, that's a lie. He sleeps most of the time on us. So my husband, I think I've mentioned before, I think I mentioned in my last video, my husband does a lot of the co-sleeping, but actually Alex isn't in a bed with us. We're not bed sharing as such, he has to be on us. So we've got this nice L-shaped sofa downstairs that my husband co-sleeps with Alex on, safely, very safely. We've checked it all out and we're really happy with it. We're happy that Alex is safe and that, you know, there isn't anything he's going to suffocate on or anything like that. But yes, so we very much do co-sleep. We don't particularly want to. We're trying to use this summer holiday as an opportunity to stop co-sleeping, but Alex wakes up so much when he's in his cot. It's hard work. It's really hard work. Number 3, what is your number 1 must-have baby item? This is a tough one. There have been lots of things that we've really loved. So the snooze pod crib that I mentioned, couldn't have done without it. I think as a first time mum I was obsessed with making sure my child was safe and breathing and all of those things. So having him right next to me really helped to allay most of those fears. So that was a big must-have purchase. Oh, I can't pick one. That's really hard. I like my sling, but I don't use it as much as I thought I would. Yeah, I'm going to go with the snooze pod. I think that was probably the number 1. It's the only thing we really bought that was expensive too. So that was a good purchase. Number 4, how many date nights do you have a month? Well, this question just makes me laugh. We have none. No date nights. We have a baby. He's 13 months old. Does that still count as a baby? I think it counts as a baby. He is breastfed. He will not take a bottle. He doesn't sleep very well. He wakes up a lot. So we've had zero date nights. We have managed to go out during the day a bit, but not a lot. Maybe twice. Is that bad? Should we be going out more on our own? I don't know. we're quite happy to do things with Alex. I mean, we spend a lot of time together as a family. We go out and do things together a lot, so I'm happy with that. It's fine. Alex is part of our date night now, I suppose. Woo. Romantic. Number 5. How many children do you plan on having? My answer to this is probably... it's tough. Lee and I initially thought we'd quite like 3 children. And we always said, oh, we'd like one of each. Classic. So if we'd got 2 of the same, then maybe we'd try again and have 3. But that would be our maximum. Now I've had Alex. Firstly, I want to wait a while because I want to have one baby that is a, well, child, as he will be then, a child that's at least sleeping through before we have another one. But also, I've realised I wouldn't mind having 2 boys. I thought I would desperately want a boy and a girl, but actually now I've got a boy, I realise that I really wouldn't mind. So, sorry, I'm going off on a tangent. 2 or 3. 2 or 3, we'll see. Depends what the next one's like. If the next one sleeps, maybe we'll have more, we'll see. Number 6. What's your children's favourite TV show? So Alex is only 13 months old. I actually haven't put any TV shows on for him yet. I don't know if he'd really noticed them yet. Would he? Maybe. I don't know. I'm not in any rush. He doesn't need it in his life, so perhaps when I need to distract him and I need to get something done, perhaps that'll be handy. What we do use is a really cool, it's not cool, a useful video clip on YouTube, which is a little song called Say Hello to the Sun. I don't know if you've seen it, but that calms him down if he's having a complete paddy, or when he's been upset. Ever since he was tiny, it's been something we can put on that calms him down. It's just this really sweet, gentle song. It doesn't get too irritating because, my God, I must have heard it thousands of times by now and it still doesn't irritate me, so that's a win. So that's been really good. That's been nice and calming. So I guess that's his favourite TV show. Does that count? Maybe? Number 7. Baby products you've bought but never used. I don't think there's anything we've bought and not used that I can think of. We're quite frugal, so a lot of the stuff we've had has been hand-me-down. So I don't know that there's anything we haven't used. Oh, maybe cloth nappies. Does that count? So I hoped to have Alex in cloth nappies, but that hasn't really worked out because they tend to leak. It's not because I don't like them and I don't want to use them. I do want to use them, but they seem to leak for me, so I've not really used them for that reason, really. So they've been a bit of a waste of money, although I've got second-hand ones, so not too bad, and I'm trying to sell them. So if you'd like some cloth nappies, let me know. What else? Teethers. Alex is not into teethers. Doesn't want to bite anything. Just his dummy and wooden blocks. So all the teethers that I've bought for him have been a bit of a waste of money. But they're not that expensive. But yeah, that's about it really. Number 8. What's your child's favourite food? So Alex, like his mummy and daddy, has a sweet tooth. Typical. So his favourite food, I would say at the moment, is fruit. We're trying not to give him anything with refined sugar in it at the moment, as much as possible. We didn't give him anything until he was at least 1, and then he had birthday cake and things like that for his birthday. So he has the odd thing now, but mainly fruit is what he has for sweet things, so that's his favourite. Anything, particularly banana. Watermelon's been a bit of an obsession lately. Yeah, any fruit. Number 9. How many cars does your family own? We have 2. Anything else you want to know about them? Not a very exciting question. I can elaborate. We had one Lee and I car shared because I can walk to my school where I work. So we used to just share a car. My really girly car, which Lee loved to share. But when I was on maternity leave, I got very bored because I couldn't drive anywhere. So we got a second one. Well, that's all there is to say about that. Number 10, dream holiday with your children. So this one's easy. We are desperate to take him when he's older to Disney World in Florida. Lee went when he was about 10 years old, and I think we've talked about it. It's his dream to take Alex and any other children that we may have to Disney World. So that's something we would love, love, love to do. Number 11, how has your life changed since having children? Well, my hair's not the same, is it? I've talked about that already. I mean, I feel like my life is so much richer for having Alex in it. That's for definite. I'm definitely a lot more tired. I think I've mentioned that enough. I think you enjoy the small things more when you've got children. So I think you take joy in watching them do things that are things you've not really thought about before ever. I mean, things like watching him bash a spoon on a plate, you know, and watching him think about the sounds that he's making with the spoon. I don't know why I'm talking about spoons, but yeah, I think you take joy in the smaller things in life, and I think that's nice, and you see them take joy in small things. It forces you to take a bit of a step back and appreciate the small things. Yeah, that's my answer. But it also makes you very tired. Number 12, finish the sentence. It makes my heart melt when Alex smiles at me. I mean, he's got the cheekiest little smile as soon as he smiles at me. I'm a goner. Number 13, where do you clothes shop for your children? From friends? I mean, hand-me-downs? It's got to be a winner. We don't really buy a lot for Alex. I mean, I might buy the odd thing in Tesco's or Waitrose or wherever I happen to be, if we need sleep suits or something like that. But generally, most of our clothes have come from friends and family that have passed them down to us. We've been very lucky. Number 14, what's your favourite makeup and skincare product? I have to say my Emma Hardy's Moringa cleansing balm. I tried to be really frugal while we were on maternity leave, and I got the Boots cleansing balm, which is a lot cheaper. It's really, really oily and horrid and greasy, you know, leaves that greasy layer in your skin. So that's kind of my princess product. I don't spend a lot on things like that as much as I'd love to. We don't have the money. So that's my go-to product. I love it. And it kind of keeps my skin moisturised at the same time, so it's a bit of a double product, and it lasts for ages, so I know it costs a fair bit, but I love it. I can't live without it anymore. Number 15, Huggies or Pampers? Now, I don't think Huggies make nappies anymore, do they? They don't. I've not seen them. So Pampers, but we don't use Pampers either. I used Pampers with Alex when he was born, because he was only £5 when he was born, and they were the only nappy brand that did a small size that he could fit in. But now we use Aldi nappies because they're cheap and they're good. Number 16, have you always wanted children? Yeah, for as long as I can remember. I mean, Lee and I were talking about children as soon as we got together. Maybe not straight away, but it was certainly a discussion early on in our relationship. We both wanted children badly. We had a bit of a long road to get here, but we've got him now, so it's all good. Number 17, what's the best part about being a mum? Oh, these questions are tough. Watching him grow up, I mean, it's so exciting. As much as I'm not one of those mums that's rushing her firstborn through everything, I'm not desperate for him to do new things. In fact, I quite like him, kind of want him to stay where he is forever. I keep kind of getting a bit sad about him growing up, but yeah, watching him do new things and watching his face when he realises he's worked something out gives me a lot of joy. So I would say that. Okay, thank you for watching my mum tag. I tag anybody to do it who is a mum and hasn't done it already and thinks it would be interesting to do. If you do it, and if you do sorry, I've got the sense of humour of like a 3-year-old. If you do it, please write down below because I would love to watch it. And if you haven't already, please hit that red button. I would love it if you subscribe to my channel. If I could get up to 10 subscribers, I'd be so excited. Sounds so pathetic, doesn't it? But that would mean the world to me. So please like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you very much. Bye.